because we haven't seen him. Ruby
Yeah,
red.
150 ping. There he goes.
Good movement.
Alright. Yeah, good movement. Tries to go for that mega early on. Gets a light on the way. Oh, Strongsage though with some good rails. Fortunately, Steej able to pick up some resources. Tries to not make too much of a noise. Makes some in the end. Ooh,
is
forced
that
to
it?
use his Ghost Walk already.
Alrighty.
Ooh, but he's able
This
to
is
pick
gonna
up a few time shards. That's good.
This is gonna be an interesting one to keep your eye out for because
Oh, nice,
you're gonna see
nice
some,
rocket.
Yeah, you're gonna see something like that. Awkwardly placed rockets because of the ping difference.
For sure. For sure. Now Steej waiting for the light armor. I don't think it's gonna spawn there anytime soon, mate.
No, you just picked it up. Literally just picked it up before we
Yeah.
got those time bubbles earlier. There it is.
There it is. Now we can move on. Already a bunch of it is gone.
Oh,
Using
popped.
the Ghost Walk again. It feels like so much has happened, yet nothing's happened. Steej without
This is the way
rail
it
yet.
is.
Yeah, that's the DM6 way. Big fight here. Steej running on fumes. Who manages to pick up some health. But still, Athena will be able to chase. Oh, but Steej gets some much needed health. Strongsage has rails though.
Ooh.
Oh, the ability to escape that fight. Ooh, that should be a real gun for Steej. No!
Oh no!
Couldn't get it and gets the item stolen.
Considering he hasn't had a rail in 2 minutes, he's done pretty well for himself.
Yeah, should die here, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
But he dealt a lot of damage. That's 100 health. Strongsage now at 175. Let's see what plan can Steej come up with.
Yeah, I'm feeling that Strongsage is definitely got himself a good idea of the whereabouts of stages, and this is the strength of Athena on Blood Covenant. If you can keep your Nyx in a particular position the entire game, you know when you can move on her. It's just a matter of when's a good opportunity to take that move as an Athena and come on in with the rail, maybe even a rocket depending on the stack.
That was brilliant rail. Don't know, not sure about the double peak.
Oh, and a mistake ability used.
Oh, Steej.
Steej
So
almost.
much damage. Not gonna be able to steal heavy, but that's only 30 health. Oh, using the blood pool to heal. Oh, that was. Smells like cheese in here with the blood pool.
Oh, wait, that's what they call it, a blood covenant, indeed.
Exactly. Too bad it's not blood insomnia.
Well, there's the blood pool though, and I find is a very useful pool. For sure. Here it comes.
All right.
Here comes Steej.
Oh, Steej knew exactly where Strongsage was positioned, and thus able to deal so much damage. Gets that frag. And Steej is on the board.
Right at the end, definitely ate a rail there.
Yeah, he did. That was good aim from Strongsage.
Amazingly done.
Now Steej in full control.
Oh,
good job.
And we're gonna get a bit of a battle here between these two. Ooh! Steej with the jack totally ripped the heavy right off Strongsage.
Ooh, that was an ugly steal. Strongsage pulling his moves and the Steej just standing there, you know? I can get it.
Yeah, now that the Ghost Walk is gone for about 20 or 2 seconds or so, he's gonna have to make a little bit of a move here on Athena just to push her off position, but you're gonna see that Strongsage is gonna back off a little bit. Respect the bounds of Steej as he's sitting on this heavy, but are we gonna get it? Oh,
both players missed their rails. Strongsage with the brave double peeking, triple peeking that was.
The shadows hide me.
Sitting at Mega is Strongsage. Oh, not able to hold on too much, but catches Steej midair with the LG, and that's a frag. Strongsage ties the game. Steej gets caught going to the light armor. Oh no. Just before heavy spawns, and now Strongsage is looking good.
Good placements there of the SSG. Nasty rail there. Oh, but look at those tribals. Just it's like an F off sort of move. Like go away, go away.
Yeah, I like to think of the Tribolt as like the ultimate good damage. Because usually you're gonna fire it from a protected position, but that's a good shotgun. Shotgun damage grants him the frag, loses on the heavy, so Steej, a little bit of a lifeline for him.
Ooh. Missing 2 rails though. Sage probably could have gotten a few of those rails up. Unfortunately misses. Steej sitting down below.
Another one.
Oh!
Alright, but he hits that one. He hits the difficult one.
Got the most difficult one there. With the vertical rail, but Steej out of placement.
Not enough stack to do this. Not good position to do this. So Strongsage will take both items probably. Oh, he fell down. Steej doesn't have the stack for this. Oh.
8 HP clutch for Strongsage there. Wasn't looking good, but yeah, as you were saying, Jones, I mean, didn't have the stack to push. And Heavy's gonna be up in a minute.
Oh, that was a nice invis. I mean, Steej is playing well. Just feel like a little bit more activity around where Strongsage is holding his control would be nice.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing as well that you'll notice is Steej has been playing a bit more defensively with his Ghost Walk rather than a bit more offensively. Not popping it and moving into a position, but rather being in a position and moving out. Here we come with an LG rail, but doesn't follow up, unfortunately. So this leaves Strongsage to back up, position himself with his Mega, and does indeed get it. Look at this.
Oh,
there's the Ghost Walk that I was talking about.
That was going to be a 200 IQ play.
But it didn't turn out to be, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, that was a big hot rail. Ooh, Strongsage messing up his movement a little bit.
5 frag lead, 2 minutes left here. Steej needs to put the work in. If you can snowball the Athena, there's a chance. But if he doesn't get an opening soon, which does not look good right now, ooh, pops the Ghost Walk.
Not good enough. Very predictable, trying to steal Mega.
Absolutely. I think this is it, Jones. I think we're done.
Yeah.
Without the Ghost Walk.
I think Steej can still try to get a frag or two, just confidence booster.
Absolutely, absolutely. Maybe we can see 1 or 2 before this ends up, but Strongsage got a very, very strong lead here.
No pun intended, I'm sure. Steej, I feel he played well, but is not able to get any rail damage.
No, and I also noticed, Jones, that Steej was taking fights that probably he should not have taken, thinking, oh, I'm playing against the light, it's okay. Well, there's one, at least. But yeah, I felt like the battles, Steej were taking them when he didn't just have enough available to him. And that really cost him the game. Strongsage is playing.
I agree with you.
Yeah, you can tell Strongsage is playing it.
Thinking he was closer than he actually was. Strongsage.
The dog agrees.
Yeah, the dog agrees.
Well played though from both these gentlemen on Blood Covenant, which is quite a way to start a set. Oh, and there's the hip check that of course misses. Misses the Quake Champions. That's standard thing nowadays. So our 2 ladies We know who was the top and who was the bottom, given the scores. Athena, my
Get outta
baby, love you.
here.
Mwah. With that said, let's bring back the man who was watching this girl-on-girl action.
Kinda one-sided scoreways, and I think Jones pointed it out correctly. The rail was basically the game winner for Strongsage, as it was almost unreturned damage every time he decided to go for an angle, and yeah, that I mean, you can't afford that when you're in control, but let alone when you don't have it. Tough luck.
Yeah.
So Steej kind of got outrailed on that map due to position, due to rotation, whatever. Like, there were multiple reasons, but Strongsage just got more out of it, out of rail and the items, and then in the end the score is how it is. And now we're on to Deep Embrace. Steej's no, this is Strongsage's pick, but Steej's server. So the other one, it was another way around, and this time we have Australian server, and
We're going Strong Doom.
yeah, Strongsage. I pick Strongsage is sporting the Strog.
And that leaves Steej with Doom. We're going to see a quick restart here from Strongsage. Probably does not rock the 32 gigs system, but he did throw up with 32 gigs full of RAM in our Blood Covenant matchup, which is really, really cool to see. So very exciting games here between these two players. Let's see some hype in the chat. We're on a little bit of a break between maps. That's Strongsage 1, Steej 0, going into our second match.
Yeah, and now it's really do or die time, and Steej needs to find a way to. I mean, I just recapped it again. Strongsage didn't only hit like a lot more rails, and he fired a lot more because he denied that weapon for a long time, and Steej can't let that happen again. So he needs to be able to control his opponent's positioning much better than he did on Blood Covenant for him to have any chance at all. Let's see if that's going to happen.
Stats.
Yeah.
47 rails were fired by Strongsage in the last map.
Yeah, and 16 by Steej.
Yeah, Steej couldn't get his hands on the rail for most of it.
I'm gonna duck out for this one. You guys enjoy the Deep Embrace. Embrace yourselves for this one, because it's Doom against Strog. My lord.
Yeah, let's go. Doom guy against Strog guy.
Stroyed guy. If you so will. But yeah, Jones, what's your favorite champion-wise on this?
I like Strog a little bit more here. He doesn't have to double jump, but just destroying him on such a high franking map can be 200-300 more health. And I think that's huge.
Yeah, and I also think the sheer speed of a Strog is always a benefit to have. And then, but maybe the punches will be beneficial too. We'll see. Steej is starting over on the mega site. He's wasting no time picking it up. Rushing over to the lower light, and they will meet at railgun. Strongsage did not pick it up, and he takes a lot of damage. And now we're up to 100, but the damage he returns is huge. And
no, he ran out of LG.
That's it.
Feels bad. The click of death.
Yeah, and he left it back for Strongsage to grab as well. So Strongsage now has that weapon too, and this is a good weapon against the Doom. Like, the LG is, you want that in your arsenal.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Steej making good use of that LG against the Peaker, but that's not enough, and the Strongsage gets a quick 2-0 lead. Steej at least gets the rails. Oh, what a rail from Steej. Gonna force Strongsage to retreat to his item, but Strongsage is looking good. He has good stack. They're gonna meet here below teleport.
Ouch.
Oh, and Strongsage even picks up the light armor mid-fight.
Yeah, and given,
All of that's gonna be huge.
given that Strongsage is controlling the heavy picking, when he can pick up lights, that's armor that Steej is not gonna have, and he can't afford that. And again, he gets both lights, so even after getting hit by rail, it doesn't bother because he can take the next one, then takes the heavy, and that's 200 armor gone from the map, which Steej will not be able to pick up. The lower light is going to come now, so Steej has a little bit of something to work with, but the railgun is such a huge asset. Positioning is being controlled so well by Strongsage again, and just as he feels a rocket fight is suitable now, he moves in. But now Steej has the railgun himself.
Yeah, that was absolutely clutch from Strongsage. As I felt that through all of that, he was losing the damage exchange. But because he has all of this control, just manages to win the fight. But he doesn't have the control anymore. That's the Steej, but Steej takes a lot of damage. Oh, good damage. Oh, I thought the Tri-Bolt was going to be better than it was. But still, it's in return damage, so it's always good.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's just 20, it's okay. You're not gonna complain. And now he's waiting to pick up the item. He's going up, bits-a-manning the living crap out of Steej right there. Shotgun to the face. And now he has the item
Steej.
still.
Steej delaying the spawn. Making sure it doesn't get caught. Oh, that's a rail miss from Strongsage, but that's some good LG to push Steej off.
Strongsage is basically just keep on going where he ended on Blood Covenant. Controlling position, managing the items, and he's not just managing the major items, he's making sure that he can pick up the lights as well by taking these rail angles. And all of a sudden, Steej has so little to work with and is being suffocated out of the map. And look, he's getting hit again. This light is there to pick up. He lost out on the heavy. Steej was fast enough to read that opportunity for him, and now he needs to seize it. Not just get the item, but get control. He'll land another rail or some unreturned damage, so he can relegate Strongsage off to the worst positions on the map. Strongsage is just fast enough and sneaks in. Yeah, and then they go. Rail again. And look at it. This light is denied. The upper one is coming next, just before heavy.
Oh, that's a nice speaker.
Oh. Yeah, and there you go. Strongsage is controlling everything. Now he has position on the light again, but he can't pick it up. And Steej is not taking any damage. Strongsage fortunately delayed the spawn, so he does not spawn at rockets.
Steej is gonna miss out on Mega. And still so much time until the heavy
Steej again getting the heavy, good positioning. But Strongsage in the end lands back-to-back rails, and Steej is getting railed off spawn, make that 3. The 4th in a row is missing, and oh, he's got stuck.
Strongsage got caught.
Yeah, and Strongsage complains about the algae on this map, and of course there is a lot of that.
So algae indeed.
This map is probably influenced by the tide a lot. I could see why it is. Anyway, Steej has 2 frags.
Guys.
Strongsage just got a major item, but oh, the double jump in help with the rocket jump. The rocket that hit him made him like fly super high, and Strongsage didn't realize it at first. Fortunately, Steej didn't really hit him at all, so he kind of got out of there alive. And a good retaliation rail again, but this time the fisticuffs. Don't, your specialty.
Yeah, the fisticuffs, not used for mobility this time. Actually used for damage, which is a breath of fresh air, really. But Strongsage now delivering on the damage here to the heavy. Steej already in a world of trouble, gets hit by that rail. Ooh, Strongsage misses this one. Couple of seconds until Mega Spawn, should be Steej's.
Oh, and this is so hard. Like, I mean, it's technically possible for the lower player to do a lot of damage, and Steej defended him well, but he sees so little of the opponent's hitbox, and look at that lightning gun. just keeps on firing in case Steej repeats, and Steej does him the favor, so Strongsage is just piling up the body count even more and continuing his dominant run. Oh, and another beautiful rail there. And it doesn't even matter that it's traded, because this one mattered, and Steej double backs for another one and lands one off spawn, and maybe that's the lifeline he needed after all.
He's looking on 9 frags though. Not easy on anyone. Make it 8.
There's no lightning gun
Alright,
ammunition.
Steej, I can smell what the rock is cooking here. Steej has got something on the stove. Let's see what it is.
Yeah, maybe it will be another frag, but maybe it won't be. And look at that rail again from Strongsage, but the rocket is huge for the rail ball, and the flick from Steej.
Insane rail, that was really nice.
And Steej maintains stack, maintains armor, maintains the weapons. Strongsage only has rockets and rail, but he makes that work perfectly, as he has position on heavy as well. And now it's a toss-up again. Both players are insanely weak. Strongsage gets so much resources though. One rail will kill Steej, but it looks like Steej feels it's do-or-die territory already. Gets rid of the Pika, 5 HP. And there's nothing to be picked up. Strongsage just picked it up after the fight beforehand. Oh, and the other light is denied as well. Spawn Force is going to come out. Rail is hit. The follow-up misses, and both major items are up. So Strongsage can decide
nice
which items
rail.
Steej get, and that heavy is not going to have any effect for Steej, because he's still lacking the weapons. Maybe he can defy the odds.
Ooh, not from the lower ground with rockets.
No.
So awkward.
Ouch. Yeah, and Strongsage again in position for the item. He knows his opponent is on the other side of the map. Progresses a little bit further just to see if he can get some damage on, but returns early enough. And we see a fight break out, and again, good lightning gun, and then the Pika use, and look, they had kinda even stacks. And Steej is almost down to nothing again. Running around, the fisticuffs this time are used for mobility, but he tried to outsmart Strongsage and kinda outrun himself there, as he road runned into a rail angle. And another one, Strongsage, yeah, is just controlling this perfectly. And again, the heavy's being picked up unpunished. If he hit that rail, Steej might have an in, but oh, perfect lightning gun tracking.
Oh, he doesn't even go for the Stry itself. Talk about BM. Ooh, misses that rail. We almost saw a telefrag.
Oh, the mid-air though! Steej!
The rockets are insane. Steej putting on a show at least before going home.
Yeah, at least he's showing, look, I can play Quake. Maybe not as good as I need to today, but I can do it. And
hey, he can be proud of his run. Like, Proximo is one of the best EU players at the moment, and he took Proximo down, so I'm gonna say that's a positive run. And he gets a ring out at the end.
last frag for the Australian. Both players call GG. Yeah, and this one was a lot better from Steej. He had so much more going for him, but in the end, Strongsage's rail was just overwhelming.